Put the fucking mic on.
The law-abiding biker official standalone application is going away.
What?
By October 31st, 2025. We're just making the announcement. It's not our fault. Our company that hosts our audio, part of our fees were sustaining, keeping that app up to date. And they decided they are no longer going to support a standalone app. It was just a podcast app. So it was specific to just listening to the Law-Abiding Biker podcast. You can make a call on there and see show notes. It was for iOS and Android. And what I'll say about that is, obviously, I don't know how many people took advantage or used that app, because you can listen to our podcast in every other place known to the podcast industry, Apple Podcasts, of course, Spotify, tune in, and there's just a ton of them, and I can't remember all the names of them, but we're there. Any of those players, Overcast, some people use that player. It's a good player. If it's pulling in an RSS feed, you'll get our podcast there. YouTube, of course, you can just listen there if you like. There's no video to it, but it's just an audio. So there's a lot of opportunities, of course, to listen to it. So I just want to tell everybody that if it starts glitching, it's no longer going to be supported. It eventually is going to die. It's not going to work anymore. It might already be glitching with a lot of the new iOS 26 updates coming out. Again, just not supported. If it's something that was really near and dear to your heart, and you're super sad about it going away, please email us, lawabidingbiker.com/contact. If there was a huge outcrying that then we would look into possibly having a developer make a new, again, listening app only, because everything from us you can access on a regular web browser, our store, our main website. But again, just for the podcast app, we'd be curious to hear. But at this point, we don't have plans to replace that. And again, not our fault. It wasn't our decision. And so again, by October 31st, that app will be completely gone, and it's already hasn't been supported for a few months at least. So just wanted to announce that to you guys. You want to ride longer, or you're tired of a sore and achy ass? Then fix it with a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. We'll be talking more about the butt buffer later in this episode. The new documentary film is out as we sit here today in late September. It's been out for 7 days exactly. It was 1 week ago, last Friday, mid-morning, I released that film. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free. It is titled The Glacier Ride on Harleys That Tested Us All and Changed Everything. It is episodic in nature. And what I mean by that is the episode 1 that we put out is very, very open. It's the first 3 days of the trip in which we accomplished one specific big mission. A lot of other things happened, of course, but the crux of the film is getting to the specific off-road area, to this glacier. And a lot of story behind it, and we think a lot of depth to the film. It's getting great reviews. So what I mean by that is I left it open. If I wanted to spin into an episode 2 and or more, I left it that way. And the way I am going to evaluate whether I do that next episode is on how much love that film gets. So the best thing you can do is, number 1, get over to the YouTube channel, watch it, enjoy it, leave your comments and feedback. And then number 2, share it with all your biker friends, as many as you can, and tell them they got to watch it. Views and the amount of views will definitely catch my eye on how it's doing in the biker community. And then third, financially, would be wonderful. If you want to support me, you can leave a super thanks over there on the video. There's just a super thanks button down below the video. And that's just a donation that you can make towards the film and show your appreciation. And I'll take all those things into account later this winter and decide if I'm going to dive in and embark on the very massive amount of hours required for the making of an episode 2. But I appreciate all the love and all the support it's getting from those who have watched it already. Thank you very much. Again, the Glacier Ride on Harleys that tested us all and changed everything. Hey, Bikeaholics, 03D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike.
I like gold.
Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for cabless plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to LAB-412-Harley for our store. Check out our full line of 03D products. Lurch has got something he wants to promote here, adding stuff to the store so fast, and it's getting huge, and it's only going to get more huger. And anyways, yeah, what do you got?
Well, Ryan was recently at the Drag Specialties NVP National Vendors presentation, and if you know Ryan, you know that he loves tools, and we carry quite a few Motion Pro tools, but there were several in there that we didn't have in the store that he got the opportunity to play with and decided to bring to the store. So just to name a few, we've got some gasket scrapers, hose removal tools,
all V-twin
pivoting air chuck head, a bunch of spinner wrenches, and I mean, just a bunch of stuff. One of the cool things, a couple of them, first of all, is the belt.
One cool thing?
They're all pretty cool, but a couple of the highlight ones to highlight is the belt tension gauge. So when you check your belt deflection, Harley's got a tool that costs about $15 more than the Motion Pro, and the Motion Pro is a better tool and better priced. But one of the really cool things is the Motion Pro axle socket for the 36 millimeter Harley bagger. So if you've ever taken the axle nut off your rear tire or rear wheel, it can be really difficult to get to with your support for your saddlebag and your exhaust. So this tool fits right in there and does it with ease. So a bunch of cool stuff going over. You can just search Motion Pro in the store and it'll bring it all up.
Yep. Make sure you split it up. Motion Pro. It's weird that the search does that, but you got, and we also have a menu item for it too. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Love Motion Pro tools, high quality, rocking a lot of them here, of course, in the Law Abiding Biker shop. That said, I think we should get an episode going here.
Okay.
Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%ers.
Large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history. By being here, by listening, you're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
There you go. We have one question for you before we get started. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics? Mount up.
Let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
There you go, Ryan Urlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast, and your
high-tech redneck.
In the house.
Oh, yeah.
Rode down here today to on this beautiful Friday afternoon to partake.
Dodging all the wildfires and the smoke.
Yeah, Sturgis Jeff up there was going to come down today too, wasn't he? And he's battling some stuff up there, huh?
Yeah. I couldn't even ride Blewett Pass today. They got Blewett Pass shut down. That's usually a nicer way to go, but had that shutdowning up of Sturgis's house. Fires raging pretty good. I came into town last night from Spokane, and it was absolutely ripping. The amount of smoke pouring out of that fire is pretty crazy. We got 2 major wildfires in my area right now, and it's definitely filling the valley with some smoke. But yep, Sturgis on a level 2 evac, which is have your crap ready to go, and be ready. Level 3 is the highest, and level 3 says get the hell out right now.
Get out. Sturgis Jeff house, it's got a really good green belt, and it's in a neighborhood,
and it's a stucco finish on the outside and everything,
and it's pavement. It'll probably be fine, but you got to get out because of the smoke and all that. It just gets insane, and you don't want to take the risk.
Just gets unhealthy to breathe.
It just gets crazy. So all in all, it's still kind of scary, but we'll put it in perspective that the house structure will, I would guess, having been a previous firefighter and having seen his neighborhood, that it will survive just fine.
Yep.
So good deal. He can just jump in his pool and watch it from his pool.
Exactly.
have a beer while everybody's running around. So we got an email, Lurch. You want to take care of this?
Yay! I got mail. Yay!
Yeah, this email's from Jeremy Thornsberry. Here's his message. A little over 7 years ago, I discovered LAB while recovering from a motorcycle incident which almost took my leg. After a winter's worth of recovery, I got back on a Harley Tri-Glide just so I could ride with a leg that still was healing. During that time, your podcast episodes on trikes helped purchase items that made it more comfortable. I've also bought some tools and other merch from you. I'm also a Leo, so I support businesses that are operated by Leo. In 2024, I decided it was time to get back on two wheels. I purchased a 2024 Road Glide Blue Burst with a black frame. Unfortunately, Friday, August 22nd, 2005, while sitting at a red light intersection, an individual was making a right turn to go the way I had come from, crossed the yellow line and hit me. This time, it was the opposite side that was injured from the previous accident 7 years ago. I just want y'all at Lab to know that you are so important to my recovery, both mentally and physically. 7 years ago through the podcast, YouTube, and documentary films, that I'm definitely leaning on you in the same way to get me through this one. Believe me when I say I will ride again. And wanted to thank you so much for what you do and for helping through my recovery, both 7 years ago and now. So that film you just put out, perfect timing for this guy.
Yeah.
Hope you heal up well, Jeremy.
Jeremy, thanks for taking the time, brother. And Thornsberry, take care of yourself. What a story.
Yeah, get better, man. I don't back on the bike.
I don't even know what to say to that. Damn, man.
I was up very northwest corner of the state on a fishing trip this year. I go up there every year for salmon, and there's a group in there that, so very northwest corner of Washington State, like I said, right? And these guys were on their way back from Sturgis. Well, where are you guys from? And they were like the other side of the country.
On their way back from Sturgis?
That's what they were saying. They're like, we're kind of taking the long way home. They're like, we're on our way back. I'm like, hell yeah, you are. But there was a trike that was there, and there was probably another like 4 or 5 bikes, something like that. And one of the dudes was missing a leg. And so I come over to him. These guys are all drinking and stuff, smoking some weed. And I'm like, who's on the trike? Is that the guy with the peg leg over here? And they all start laughing. I can tell by their group, just an older guy.
Right.
They all start freaking laughing. They're like, no, actually, he's on 2 wheels. So dude's missing a leg, but still was riding on 2 wheels. I was like, that's pretty good, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for dropping the email, and lawabidingbiker.com/contact is where you did that. You can also leave a voicemail from that same page, whether you're using your mobile device microphone or your laptop or computer microphone. It's free. We love to hear your beautiful voices, but certainly never balk at an email. And so we appreciate those interactions very, very much. So thank you, Jeremy, and get well, sir. I think we got some of our newest patron members here that we want to thank that have signed up. You want to thank these, Popeye?
Chris Faring Nishihara.
Yep.
Oh,
nice,
Seattle,
dude.
Washington.
He came into the store not long ago.
Oh, no shit.
Visited us,
nice.
yeah.
Chris Abbott of Independence, Missouri. Tim Grimes of Amarillo, Texas.
lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. Basically, sign up for a monthly subscription at the level you would like to be and what benefits you want to receive. There are a lot of benefits, and t-shirts and stickers. Get access to the private Facebook group. It is a troll-free zone. It is nothing but bikers helping and connecting with other bikers in there, all the ride, meet up at events. It's just an amazing place. Going on 12 years of really a forum. We mention it now and then. It's completely searchable. If you didn't know that, in the private Facebook group, you can go in and search for tires or anything like that, and you will get 12, 13 years of threads and very knowledge-based information in which bikers have had discussions on that. So use that feature. Also access to live video broadcasts and chat, which we're going to do later this afternoon. That's always a fun time. Premium videos up on requests, patron store discount code year-round, 10% off, and access to the all the ride meetup and events, not just the ones that we host, but also all those that are going on in which the members are having their own events all over. So lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon. It's a way to support us, continue our mission to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. And you, in turn, we get to provide you with benefits. And best of all, we get to know you better in that private Facebook group. So thanks to all the new patron members. Today, we are going. So during the documentary film, which we already mentioned, I was, as always, testing a lot of new gear, riding gear and gear on my bike and all that kind of stuff, because that's what we do. And it's the best way when we're bringing new products to the store is to put as much of that shit on my bike as I can and on myself. Because what's better than testing it 11 days, 4,000 miles in Canada through rain and heat and cold. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this episode, is a lot of the gear that I was wearing. Now, Lurch will put all this in the show notes. We've already done an article on it along with the video. If you're a visual person, we're going to get into it a little bit more here because it's long form content, but the video has to be very succinct, very short. And even at that, I had to cut some stuff out. Hang on, Lurch. Is this the one that, let me look here. Now I'm confused just to make sure I'm on the right one. This is the one. Is this the one I did in the shop? Yeah, this is.
Yes. Yeah. We recorded the video here.
Okay. Yeah. But this was after the trip.
Yes.
Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah. We do so many videos. I wanted to make sure I had the right perspective.
So in the past, we've done podcasts on, how to pack for a trip. This is not quite that, but this is, like you said, you had several items that we put through its paces that you carried, that you used. And we're going to talk about those and why you may want to consider getting them for yourself. You are like a friend of mine that's an avid hunter. If he says that these boots are good, I'm getting them because if they survive him, they'll survive me. You're that way. You're that way with motorcycle stuff too. I mean, you test it,
and I abuse stuff.
And you abuse it. You're hard on equipment. You're hard on equipment. So if there's a pair of gloves or whatever that you like, I listen to what you have to say because if it survives you, it'll survive most anybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
Including electronic equipment, including everything that I am around because I'm always just running and gunning and just breaking shit. I want to start out since Popeye's here. So day one of the doc film, you'll see it when you watch it, is we're leaving Popeye's house after we had breakfast. And tell me, for the first time, tell us about the butt buffer. You decided to finally try it and all that. And then let me know what you thought through the trip. Give me your just spit at me here.
Yeah. So butt buffer obviously has been around the law-abiding biker store here for quite a while now, and it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just snake oil.
Yeah, dude,
I don't need this. I don't need this, right? And so I've got tens of thousands of miles riding. While Ryan has been selling the hell out of butt buffers, and I've just refused to get one.
I appreciate the honesty. That was great.
So
I do that shit sometimes too. I'm not, and then you're like, fuck, I should have got that.
Like, I don't need that. I don't need that. So I had texted Lurch a couple days before the trip. I'm like, hey, dude, you got any of those butt buffers around the freaking shop? And he goes, yeah, I'll get you one. So
just a few.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Said, throw one in your bag if you got room, and I'll just Venmo you for it. And so he brought one down for me. And we actually did the unveiling, like Ryan's saying, there in my front yard, knocked it out of the plastic package, threw it on, and then rode the next about 4,000 miles with it. And I will tell you, it absolutely helps with those hot spots that you get riding down the road. You kind of move around on it, and it's that hospital grade stuff. It doesn't slide around on your seat. You don't even have to put the straps on it. Most of us, if not all of us, just throw that thing right onto the seat and get on down the road. The only one thing I would say is that if it is a hot, sunny day, and if you have the room, take that sucker off of your seat, like when you go in for lunch or something. Otherwise, when you come back out, it's black, it gets hot, and then it takes a while.
Which any seat cushion,
of
exactly.
Course. And your seat would too, right?
Right,
and your seat's going to get hot, but it kind of captures some of that heat. If you have a place to put it in the shade, when you get back on, it's not going to be hot and warming up your ass.
Yep.
So, but great product. Like I say, after 4,000 miles, never having ridden with one before, I'd absolutely recommend it.
Yep. And gets rid of those pressure points. And here's the deal. We sell the Saddleman seats. We have those listed in the store. We're selling the hell out of those. They are awesome seats. We also have access to the Mustang seats. We haven't listed them yet. We plan on it. Popeye's running a Mustang seat.
I run a Mustang.
So if you guys, whether it's a, Saddleman, Mustang, two of the biggest name brands that you can mention in motorcycle seat in industry, they both benefit from a butt buffer. So it doesn't matter how good you think it is, just to be able to that hospital grade material in it to get rid of those pressure points. It is truly amazing, which is why we're good at it now. We're staying ahead of the curve, but God, we've been moving those. And we even ordered, we had like 4 more cases of, and we still, when we got back, we're like, so it's been a good summer for butt buffer sales. They speak for themselves. The reviews are over in the store, and you want more information, of course, I have a video there.
There should be about 50 of them showing up on your front door here in the near future. Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you guys do, for whatever, if you're like, I'm a Mustang seat guy, we can get you the Mustang seats. We just have to be a special order because we don't have them actually listed in the store, but we have access to them. And of course, don't forget, free shipping because it's over $100, no tax if you're not a Washington State resident. And yeah, I said free shipping over 100. Yeah. So yeah, take advantage of those savings, guys. We can certainly get you hooked up with a Mustang. Let's talk about a few of the things that we're carrying and why. Of course, mechanical failures, a flat tire, debt. We've experienced a lot of this stuff over the years, which we'll probably somehow weave into this episode. A flat tire, dead batteries, loose component. They can all leave you stranded, guys. And so when you're on these, especially where we were in Canada, you're
real problem.
Far from services.
Yeah, hundreds of miles.
You need a tow truck, you might be waiting a day. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so being prepared is everything. Because number one, we're in a group and one guy can hold the whole group up. Number two, you don't want to be out there all night.
Bears out there.
Bears, exactly. And you don't want to delay your trip. That could throw you off a whole day. You have 11 days. So what are you going to do if you fuck up an entire day because you had a dead battery and you didn't have a jump pack with you, or you had a flat tire and didn't have a tire plugger kit? I mean, you're literally throwing out a whole day of your trip, and then you got to decide, okay, now what are we cutting out? Because we can't stay another day because people have to get back to work. So super important, tire plug kit, jump starter, all that, which we have used. Medical emergencies, of course, accidents happen. We've seen that on trips, whether it's small cut, a burn, or something more serious. A well-equipped motorcycle first aid kit, which of course we have, and we will break that down. Could be the difference between a quick recovery and a dangerous situation. Extreme temperatures, of course, we're going to go over riding gear. Can adapt to cold mornings, blazing afternoons, and sudden rainstorms. Keep you comfortable and focused on the ride. Being comfortable is everything on these long rides in the different weather. Heated layers, breathable jackets, quality rain gear make a world of difference. Inclement weather. Out on the open road, weather can, of course, change instantly, in which it did on us. Proper waterproof and windproof gear ensures you stay dry, warm, and alert. Just like any sport here, guys. I can't believe a lot of riders are so ill-prepared on their first long-distance trip. You only do that once. So remote travel risks. In desolate areas, we talk services, maybe hours or even days. Being self-sufficient really is the key to avoiding costly delays and keeping your trip on track, which I already lightly discussed. So the truth, being prepared is the key to a successful long-distance trip. The right gear not only keeps you safe and comfortable, it keeps you in control of your adventure. I did an article on this, and Lurch will put it in the show notes. At the bottom of that article is the video. Certainly you could go watch the video. You'll get some visuals on some of this stuff. But Lurch, do you want to or anybody can just start? You guys know about a lot of this stuff as much as I do, so feel free to.
You start with the top of the biker gripper?
Yeah, let's just start there.
The number one best motorcycle cell phone gripper that you can buy?
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about?
The sexiest, slickest, strongest. 18 pounds grip strength.
Oh, yeah, baby. Once again, here's a product we have thousands and thousands of miles riding with. Been all over the place with it. We've had guys even have it on their dirt bikes and stuff, and they've been down on dirt bikes, and they survived. We've had a few guys even on rides with us that have taken their bagger down and stays right in that mount. So we've been on gravel roads with them. We went this summer, go to that documentary, and you'll see us riding that 17 miles on gravel pothole-filled road heading up to the glacier. And guess what? Most of us are running a biker gripper on our bikes with a cell phone in there, and those things do not move. Lasts forever. I've had one on my bike since 2019. Put a new one on when I bought it, but they last forever. Work great. Take those phone calls when you're going down the road, because we all have running some type of a whether it be well, give me the names of them.
Senna or Cardo.
Senna, there you go. Thank you.
Major ones.
But yeah, so you can have that conversation
Maps,
if you're
GPS.
going down the road. Yep, talks to you, sit there and tell you, give the turn by turn if you're listening to your GPS. I mean, it's nice to have.
Yep. And go over there. There's something like 400 plus 5-star reviews, guys. It's insanity. It's our number one selling product for a reason. It sells itself at this point. We've done so many videos over the past 12 years. It is the sexiest, sleekest, strongest. It really is, guys. 18 pounds grip strength. Here's the deal. I've done a video. You look at Quad Lock and some of the others, whatever. If that's your game, go for it. They want you in their ecosystem. I've talked about this. We don't do that with the Biker Gripper. What I mean by that is Quad Lock, when you go, you got to buy the case, and then you got to buy the mount, and then you got to buy, you need vibration dampening. Ours, it's like, that should come with it. If you know that cameras don't like the vibrations in smartphones, why would you make me buy that separate? Like, what the fuck am I putting in it? Of course I'm putting a smartphone. And they just nickel and dime you. And, we have different colors, buttons, and you got to use our case, and it's a quarter turn to get it in and out, and this and that. And that's the difference between the Biker Gripper, which is why I don't sell that other stuff, because ours, everything you need is in the kit. The vibration dampening is already there. You get an Allen wrench, a metric, or standard bolts. We don't upsell you anything. There is nothing else you can add to the Biker Gripper. We give you everything you need. No proprietary case. You absolutely can use your own case. You can run your phone naked like I am right now. It'll fit the biggest Galaxy Ultra thingy majiggers and the iPhone Pro. I have a Pro Max. Doesn't matter what case, an OtterBox, it expands. And you guys can see how quickly I can get my phone. You just grab one side, in and out, and it's so fast. And again, I do not like companies that make me use their case. I hate them because their cases suck. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to walk her. I just don't want their cases. I want to get the case that I want. And so we keep it very simple, chrome or black, perch mount or universal to go around bars. But that thing, there's a reason for it, that it gets so many 5-star reviews. We don't do any of that. That's just people like, this fucking thing is awesome. And compares to all the rest. And there's other companies too, Rockform. There's a whole bunch. They're all trying to get you. I get it. They're trying to get you in their ecosystem, and the more shit they can sell you and you can add on to your order, the more money they're making. Luckily for us, that's not all we sell. We sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products. So we don't need to upsell you and get you in some sort of ecosystem. We just want to sell you the best. So there you go.
And it's made by motorcyclists for motorcycles. It wasn't adapted from a bicycle or some other thing.
Like Quad Lock, they're a bicycle company.
This was made by riders for motorcycles and Harleys in particular.
And 100%, did you hear me? Very few products. 100%. Not one part of that is manufactured anywhere outside the U.S. They're in Florida. They manufacture the head, the metal part, the arm, the perch mount, everything 100% American made in a factory right here in the U.S. of A. So no other phone mount we researched is made in the USA. They're all overseas. Rockform, Quad Lock, it's all overseas.
And just the perch mount, so we have different listings. So just the perch mount itself has 1,565 reviews.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
5 stars.
I was way low.
You were way low.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's just perch mount,
one.
right? There's other listings. So
Holy
the universal
shit.
bar mount's got other listings, or other reviews.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
For all those people, for you and for the people that took the time to leave reviews. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you. Because that helps us a lot, and it helps bikers. Like, okay, this is not just them saying it. This is a legit. These are just bike. I don't know who these people are, dude.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
Yeah, there's like just shy of 600 on the universal bar.
And it's 5 stars lit up, right?
Both
yeah, Jesus. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It sells itself, guys. You'll understand when you get it and you try all those other finicky. And I know everybody think it's cool, the Quad Lock and all that. I'm like, trust me. It's way easier getting your phone in and out, and landscape, real easy, portrait mode. So anyways, we got a lot of products to talk about. Yeah. I could talk about the Biker Gripper every day because it's that good. And trust me, the other companies want us to sell their shit. We sell a lot of stuff. I'm not interested. That's just the one product that I'm not interested in selling you any other motorcycle mount. I don't believe in the other ones, and I believe in this one. So a lot of other products we have options. But all right, Lurch, Popeye, you want to bring up the next?
Zero 3D cup holder. You got to have one of those. I really drug my feet on this, much like you did on the
selling snake oil.
No, it's not necessarily snake oil. For me, as I get older, I'm more conscious of being comfortable.
And you got to pee a lot when you get older, right?
That's true.
You don't want to be drinking extra.
Drink too much water. But I do recall in the younger years looking at it and going, I just don't like the way it looks on my bars. And
it was so funny because you would take it off in between trips. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. Dude,
I still do sometimes.
It's so stupid. Just like, why would you not want a coffee in the morning even when you're riding around town? Have the ability.
But I've gotten better. At least I finally put one on because I just
want to stop you and say, whether it's on or not, nobody thinks you're cool going down the road. I just want you to know that. You know, like nobody's looking at you going, dude, you're so cool because you took your cup holder off, dude. You're so cool now.
I take mine off too.
Yeah, that's so funny, dude. That is hilarious.
If I'm around town, sometimes I do.
That is so funny.
Harley guys, motorcycle guys, whatever. Whatever you're into, Jeeps, snowmobiles, you're into tricking it out and making it look a certain way. And as Harley riders, we can get kind of nutty about the way our stuff looks, chrome versus black and all this kind of stuff. But anyways, I do recall a trip where we were somewhere hot down south riding, and my mouth was like the Sahara Desert. I was so damn thirsty. And we're riding through town. I look over at Ryan popping his shield up and drinking some water. And I go, fuck it, it's time. Yeah, I got to get one of those. So highly recommend you get a cup holder. It keeps you hydrated. Whether it's water or it keeps you awake, coffee, it's just a great thing to have on those long trips.
Yeah, I've had one for years, and it's kind of the same thing going down the road and seeing one of the other guys that had one before I did. I'm like, shit, I could really use a drink right now too. So I've had one on for years. I've been running one super nice, like you're saying, when it's hot outside. Geez, how nice to be able to have an ice water, something cold to drink when it's 100 degrees out and you're having to ride, or like that coffee in the morning, like you're talking about. And guys, this is another product. Bolts right onto your bike, super easy. And like me and Lurch are talking about, like if you don't want that basket sitting there when you're around town, if you're not going on a long ride or something, it pops on and off.
Oh yeah, just the ball head. You're not taking the whole. You're just the ball head. Oh, I got you. I was like,
no, I leave the mount. I just take the basket off.
Yeah, and just take the basket off, and then the mount stays. But it is a couple of seconds to put that thing on and off. Super easy to do. So if you don't want I'll call it the bulkiness of the cup of the actual holder on your bike all the time, super quick and easy to take off at any time.
There you go, black or chrome, and bar mount or perch mount, just like our biker grippers. It's we'll move on, but the main thing I want to say on that is everything about long distance touring, it's a sport, and it's funny how a lot of street riders will not be prepared with like beverages. Like you get tired, like an energy drink can save your life in the afternoon when you're getting the head nods, like coffee in the morning, like hydration, like every other sport, adventure, dirt. We're all wearing, when I'm riding enduro, we're wearing backpacks with water. Fucking why do street riders? But I did when I was younger, like didn't think that through. Like just consider it a legitimate sport, and you're pushing your body hard and you're pushing your mind hard, and you're day in, day out, and you're miles, and you're tired, and it's been hot and it's been cold, and staying hydrated and staying awake is like your safety. It's good for your body to stay hydrated. So aside from riding. So I just say, that's probably one of the most important things. I leave mine on all the time, but I get coffees all around town. Once I was a motors officer, and every day, like, no, I am not riding around without water and coffee. So let's move on to the Alpine Stars Tech Star gloves. Lurch, you want to give a little overview of those?
They're a great glove. They're very versatile. You can wear them on street, adventure, dirt. What I like about them is I wouldn't call them minimal, but they don't have a lot of the extra stuff that you don't need. It's just a comfortable glove. They're true to fit. They don't stretch. I would call them more of a summer glove. We're going into fall here, and I was riding down to the store to take some packages to the post office, and it was just under 50. It was about 48, and there was a little chill, but they're a great, definitely, spring, summer into fall glove. Just comfortable. Awesome glove. Alpine Stars makes good stuff.
It's amazing.
And the quality, I wore mine on the trip, 4,000 mile trip. I've been wearing them since we brought them to the store. I've had no issues. None of the seams are coming loose or anything. You can touch your screen and do some gross stuff with the fingers, right. And the Velcro's holding up too. I've had some Fox gloves in the past that I was using because they're thin as well, but the Velcro wore out on them pretty quickly. This stuff's holding together. Very impressed with it.
Yeah, if it's got the Alpine Stars logo on it, you know it's high quality. And I wear them for dirt, enduro. I wear them on my street bike, all the same gloves. I have different pairs because my enduro ones are really dirty and black. But they're more of a moto type glove, somewhere in between. They've got some padding on the knuckles, but not the hard stuff, and they're not too bulky. But anyways, any of the stuff we're talking about, if we do breeze over it and you're like, I wish they would have talked about that a little more, just head over to the Law-Abiding Biker Store, scroll to the bottom of those listings, and I know that one for a fact we have a video. And then we have another glove too to offer you if you do want something a little bulkier that's Alpine Stars. That video will tell you all about those two gloves. But yeah, those are the Alpine Stars Tech Star gloves. Moving on, we're all running these. Somebody want to cover this?
Yeah, the Clockworks Flare windshield. I've probably got over 100,000 miles with one of these now. Puts the wind kind of up over your head, so you don't get all that buffeting when you're going down the road. Gives you some nice clean air, sends it around you real nice. Comes in different sizes, and it comes in different smoke shades as well. Well, tinted shades, I should say, because one of them is probably called smoke, and you can get them all almost from black to pretty much clear, right?
Yeah, there's clear, there's a light tint, there's smoke, which is a dark tint, and then there's black, you can't even see through. And then they just came out with a bunch of colors too.
Yep, yellow,
really? A bunch
red,
of neon colors and stuff.
Yep. So you can really, that's real big in the custom bike scene now, where people are tricking out baggers to have the yellow windshield and the, yellow this or the gold and the red. And so it's kind of getting hot. We have all those listed, all the different colors.
I believe so, but geez, I'll look. If not, we will shortly.
Clockworks, Flare windshield. They're amazing. We sell them. We have demo ones. If you actually live in the area, you can come down to the Law-Abiding Biker Store. We have demo units. But our video, go to the bottom of those listings. We tell you how to measure so that you get the correct height windshield for the Flare windshield. Pops that wind right over you. Great company. I was recently in Milwaukee. Got to talk to the owner of that company for quite a while at their booth. And pretty solid. Been in the industry a long time, so high quality product. We love them.
Having rented multiple bikes in different states, I can see when you jump on and it's got the stock windshield, what a difference that it makes. That windshield sending the wind up and over top of you, getting rid of that head buffeting, like I was saying earlier. So I have ridden with both, and you can definitely notice a difference with these. Great product.
And because of the flare, and that's what's on the top, and the hips are on the side, you can get away with a shorter shield and realize the benefits of a taller shield, if that makes sense. So it pushes that air up. Mm-hmm. You can have a shorter shield that acts like a tall shield.
And you want to look over the top of your shield too. You don't want to be looking through it.
Right. Distorting your vision and all that. Yeah. It is. That's part of long distance riding and fatigue, is making sure the air is properly up over you and around you. That just helps with rider fatigue over day after day riding. Next is the Biker Bobble Girl, of course.
This is one of those products that when you said we're bringing to the store, I was like, you got to be kidding me. But it's...
I knew he'd sell them.
Yeah, it's popular.
Who doesn't want...
It's very popular.
What rider doesn't want some bobbling boobies, dude? I mean...
but it actually serves a purpose.
It does. Too. It does. Yeah. The Biker Bobble Girl, of course, you start your bike up. I put her right up there on my clutch perch, and you can stick it down or Velcro it down, whatever you want. But... she's got nice shaky boobies. The more RPMs you give her, and or going down the road, and I use it. First of all, any guy that looks down and sees bobbling boobies is going to smile, and all your biker friends are going to ask about it, of course, which they do. And Matt, multiple times during the trip, has to come up and with his finger give the boobies a little flick with his finger. So there you go. He may try to talk big, but he likes them too, and then, of course, going down the road, it's always if you're getting tired, you can just look down on that and it'll give you a little burst of energy. But it's just a fun little thing. The Biker Bobble Girl, her boobies will bounce around for you there, and you can kind of put it wherever you want. So PSR Anthem Pro levers, I'll talk about that real quick. I could go down a whole rabbit hole on that. You need to get over to the store and watch those videos. So the PSR Anthem Pro levers are fully adjustable levers. They are CNC'd. They are amazing quality. They're sexy looking. It's got a barrel adjuster and it's got an end slider portion. You can adjust the length of them. You can add colored barrel adjusters, colored ends. You can really customize them. They look sexy. I got gold barrel adjusters and ends on mine. So you can also tilt them up a little bit so you can pull down in your grip, essentially adjust whether it's cable clutch or hydraulic. We've got models for both. It basically allows you to adjust your clutch lever, fine tune it. I mean, massively fine tune it. So that gray area, that friction zone where your clutch plates are neither fully engaged or disengaged, you can get that to engage right where you want off the grip. If you're not completely comfortable with your bike and your levers, you're never going to be in full control. You can ride still, but trust me, because I've done it without, and hand fatigue and riders with smaller hands. You know, Harley-Davidson and Indy and any other manufacturer makes the bikes with levers that fit everybody, yet nobody. It's a stock bike. It's like any stock pickup. You're going to add shit to it, you know. You're going to make it comfortable for you. And so those levers are just what they are. They're stock, and your clutch is always going to be where it is. So yeah, great company based out of Los Angeles, California. Great people. Charlie's the owner. I got to know him pretty well. I was selling his products long before we knew each other, just because I was using them on my police motorcycle, and we fell in love with them, and they're on the some of the police bikes now, and units have got a hold of me around the country and getting them set up with pro levers and talking to me on which model they should get. The Anthem Pros, we've got other models too, if you want to dumb it down a little bit, to just our Journey model or our Anthem model, and they have just a little bit different look. Again, I won't get into it here, but there's chrome and black options in those. They have a star adjuster, basically a circular star adjuster. You still get a lot of adjustment, but not as much as the Pros. And you can't add color ends and things like that, but they are a bit more affordable. So I highly recommend for everybody. I don't care what size hand you have. You'll understand once you get them and you get the clutch right where you want it. And they just, even if they didn't have adjustability, they just feel better. I like how they pull better. It's a little bit thinner depending on which model you get, and it just feels better in your hand. And tried and tested again by me for years on my police bike and of course, on my personal bikes. Go look at those videos. I'll leave it at that.
Think they'll survive if you knock your bike off of a lift?
They probably would, because they're shorter. They wouldn't hit. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Yeah, true. Yeah, the stock one did snap on me real good. Yeah. I run them in the shortest position, so I think the grip would get it before. True. There's another benefit.
I'm referring to as one of the documentary videos from one of our summer trips right when Ryan's getting ready to leave. His bike fell over on the lift in his garage, and bike was almost all the way upside down when it hit the ground.
Busted the mirror, busted the left mirror, busted the clutch lever. Yeah. Which trip was that? I forget. California. Yeah, it was San Francisco. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. Quite a few years ago.
First one, I think.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, not our first one. Not the first one we filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Got the Cruise Tools kit out and fixed it in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's right. We did.
In Boise.
Yeah, in Boise.
Oh, that's what it was.
We were going to Boise somewhere. I don't know where we were going. We weren't going to San Fran, were we?
No,
because we took the coast down.
No,
we were going somewhere.
In my mind, we were working on it in a parking garage. So in my mind, I thought it was San Fran, but it wasn't. It was Boise. You're right.
Right, but the trip was San Fran.
No.
The overall trip? So. You don't remember where we were going?
Don't.
No.
Oh, we're all fucked. I'm glad. No. Usually somebody pipes up and tries to at least act like they know. We're all like, I don't fucking remember shit. Remember where we were going?
Even being involved with planning them the last several years, there gets to a
Midwest.
point in the trip. So I wasn't on that trip, so I don't think so. But
it was because we met the guys. Now it's coming to me because I bought it at Rattlesnake down in Tri-Cities, and we met Rick or Brian and all that, and they went on that Midwest trip with us. Because Brian,
we wouldn't have been in Boise if we're going to the Midwest.
Yeah, that's true too.
I think maybe we were going to Utah, St. George trip.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
because we did go to Tri-C. You're right. I think it is. See,
because I had to cut back early on that trip, so that is the one.
3 guys we pulled out of our ass. Takes 3 guys to figure this shit out.
But how many trips did we name in there, though?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Totally, dude.
I just wanted to bring up the point that even being involved in planning the trips, there comes a point on those 10, 11, 12-day trips where you just lose track of space and time. You don't know what day it is,
Yeah.
And then they tend to blend together.
Just know where you're supposed to be.
That's right. Where am I going to be that day?
Moving on, since I was talking about PSR, and then I'll let these guys pick it back up. But the Mueller Power Clutch 2.0, since we're on clutches. So I talked about the PSR Anthem Pro levers. Wonderful. Get that friction zone, the control, where you want the clutch to engage right off the grip. So that's the icing on the cake, is what I always say the Anthem Pro levers are, PSRs. The Mueller Clutch, Power Clutch 2.0, is the next level of that. And what it does is, and we have a full video, full install. Go over to the Mueller listings. I'll give you more information on what it does. But essentially, it's an internal clutch ramp component. Trust me, you can install it right in your own shop or garage with that detailed video. We are selling the hell out of those things, and those reviews are unbelievable too. Everybody that gets them is just in heaven. Like, I didn't know my cable clutch system could be this good. So 21 and newer Harleys, they went back to the cable clutch. The cable clutch system is antiquated, and I'll get to you. It's very antiquated. That's why even my Husqvarna 2-stroke dirt bike and mountain bikes are running hydraulic clutch systems. It's ridiculous that Harley and Indian did the same. They're just as guilty. To me, it was a cost-saving things. Trust me, as a police motor instructor, I've been on the course. We've had to adjust clutches. I know a lot about clutches. The hydraulic system is a superior system in every way, very consistent, no adjustments for the life of the clutch, self-adjusting. Anyways, so we went back to the cable clutches. So with the Mueller Power Clutch 2.0, it gets us feeling as close to a hydraulic system as you can. It reduces clutch lever pull by up to 45%. It is truly like butter. And once you reduce that clutch pull, like mine's so perfect. I told Matt the other day, I came in the store, I go, dude, I got that fucking clutch system. And I went out, we did some training. I put out a bunch of police patterns because we were filming some videos. Plus I just like to ride. I rode a little more than we filmed just because I like getting out on the cone patterns. But I got that thing with the Mueller clutch and the PSR icing on the cake. My clutch system is like butter. It's as close to hydraulic and perfect feeling as you can get. So that's the Mueller Power Clutch 2.0.
I got a dumb question I don't know the answer to. Can you swap a cable clutch over to a hydraulic clutch?
You can. And when we first got the bikes, so our police bikes, my 23, it came with cable, and we had them switch over OEM parts before we took delivery of the bikes to hydraulic systems. So yes, you can. With that said, the new 24s and newers with the new fairing redesign like we have, it took me 2 weeks when they first came out, and I finally got to Harley engineers that do P&A, parts and accessories, through my Harley rep, and they finally were able to tell me, no, we make no conversion kits, and we're not planning on it.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily a conversion kit in the past. It was available parts because there were hydraulic clutches that it fit that model, right?
Right.
So you could retrofit it with OEM parts. The new stuff, those don't come with hydraulics, so there's nothing available.
They've changed the housings, they've changed everything. Yes. Yeah. And but there are aftermarket companies, and we're looking at it. We're a dealer for AIM, who also makes a clutch thing. So it's going to catch up, and there will be aftermarket kits to completely convert to hydraulic. And we may do a video on that in the future. We just want to make sure components and quality and things like that before we put something out on that. But
AIM currently just has it through the 23 models, the old fairing design.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody's trying, because they retooled everything. And so everybody's like, fuck, we got to retool everything now. And so it's going to take some time.
I will just say it's on the...
Good question, though.
Yeah, the Softail's 2018 and newer.
Okay.
On the cable. They went to cable sooner.
Oh, yeah, right. Softails. Yeah, Softails, of course. I was talking about touring. Yes, good call. Yeah, the 18s and newers on that. So, highly recommended. I had it. Lurch had it.
I love mine.
It's just, Lurch knows.
I hated my clutch. It sucked.
Yep.
It was hard to pull. It was clunky, meaning it kind of had a herky-jerky kind of feel to it. It was not smooth. And my clutch grabbed all the way out at the end. In fact, you jumped on it and almost dropped it over.
I did not almost.
It was pretty close.
I think that's a little excessive. I just said this is stupid.
He almost dropped it.
I'm sure. But Jesus Christ.
He doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
But you could tell, right? Because you've got yours dialed in where you want. It was all the way out at the end. It's just, it sucked.
Yeah.
Now it's close to the grip. The friction zone is wider. The pull is easier. It's not a hydraulic, but it's as close as you can get.
Yep. And that brings up a good point on that. With the Mueller, even if you don't get the PSR at first, that's the other thing the Mueller does. It also comes with a Bowden adjuster. And so up in your cable clutch, y'all know there's that big plastic mess with an auto manual adjuster. It doesn't give you any ability to put your friction zone where you want off the grip because it's just a red button and it's spring loaded. It's a predetermined tension. And that is what it is. Your clutch is always going to let out at the very end. And it sucks. It's a stupid place, and that will cause hand fatigue big time. So with your Mueller, it comes in a kit. You'll also get that Bowden adjuster. So you'll get rid of...
You eliminate the Bowden adjuster, and it comes with metal parts.
Right. Yeah. So you'll replace that whole plastic with the metal Bowden adjuster, and that also in there within that Bowden gives you all the fine-tune adjustment. Like if you remember back to older Harleys, that's how we adjusted our clutch levers. Well, it reestablishes that. So you can, with that, adjust your clutch engagement where you want off the grip. And like I said, then I would add, if you can do it at the same time, cool. You could just leave it at that, of course. But the PSRs are the icing on the cake, because then not only can you just get it in the general area, then with your clutch lever, you can just make fine adjustments and get it really, really dialed in. And as my clutch plates sink in a little bit, you can, instead of having to go back over to the Bowden all the time, I have play in my lever. I can just give it a couple clicks as I feel it kind of adjusting out as they wear. It just gives you all the flexibility in the world. But you could at least just do the Mueller. And then as you got money, or as you wanted to do that, you could do PSRs on top of it. Again, that's just the icing on the cake of the Mueller. So yeah, moving on. Saddleman Road Sofa heated seat. Lurch, you're first. You talk about that since you finally went to heated. Yeah, I've been running heat for years.
There seems to be a little bit of theme here. So I didn't think I needed it. I didn't think I needed a cup holder.
Right.
Didn't think I needed a heated seat. Why would you need a heated seat? You ride motorcycles. It's in the summer. I've got heated grips. I've got a heated jacket. I thought it was not snake oil. I just didn't think it was necessary. But I got a Saddleman Road Sofa for this, my 2024 Road Glide, and right before this trip, it came in and put it on. And we had some mornings that were chilly. I mean, they were upper 40s. And even when it was raining, it just gets cold. And so I turned that heated seat on, and it gets your butt warm, and your femoral arteries run up there. So there's a lot of blood flowing through there, and it just keeps
gets my nut sack warm. It does. Yeah. I love the heat on my nut sack.
It radiates that heat through the rest of your body. And I'm sold now. If you're going to invest the money in a Saddleman Road Sofa with a backrest, it's only $160 to add the heat. Let me tell you, it's worth every penny of it.
Yep.
And if you're like, well, that's a little too expensive, I can't afford that, we got options for you. You can do 4 installments, no
right
interest.
There you go. Yeah.
There's ways to get it that'll help out your budget.
Yep. To add that on. Yep. 4 equal payments, no interest, guys. Over at we have that shop pay over on our store.
Great seat.
Lurch is part of the warm scrote crew now.
Yeah.
Attaboy. It is. And
I turned it on this morning.
Yeah. See what I mean? Yeah. If you have it, you'll understand. You'll be like, oh, why not? You know what I mean? It does. When with the heated grips, you're just warming up your blood from different directions, basically your core. And if you're wondering, the heated seat, yes, it goes right through the butt buffer. I've been asked that question before. It does take a little longer to feel the heat because you've got a pad in between that. But once it heats it, like you said in the sun, it's a good point. It holds that heat really well. And then it just gets really, really comfortable on that butt buffer. It's nice and warm. And oh yeah, you can roll your scrot around on it. It's great. You both looked at each other when I said that.
I was like, what did he just say?
All right. Saddleman trunk backrest, that's easy. Of course, you can add the matching backrest. We've got all the different thread patterns for Saddleman to, seats in the store to get what you want. We've been shipping those. In fact, we shipped another one yesterday.
To Derek Murray.
Yeah. It matches your seat for your style and comfort. And of course, it's for your passenger. I don't run a passenger, but I have it up there. I put Louie, the studio dog's pet palace up there, and holds that great. And then my backpack and all my film gear when we're traveling, that's where I put all the film gear, and it kind of just loops around like it would a passenger, and just makes things more secure.
Is that attached to any trunk then, or is that a specific trunk from Saddleman?
OEM?
Oh, no. Any 2014 or newer Harley Davidson trunks.
Yep.
And in fact, it'll fit.
We sell the Hogworks trunk, yes, color matched.
Yeah, yep. I've got a Hogworks on mine.
So you just take off the OEM backrest and put on the Saddleman trunk backrest then to match your seat?
Yeah, the trunks don't come with a backrest.
Gotcha.
So, yep. So you're either buying an OEM backrest or you're buying an aftermarket, and then you bolt it in. Gotcha. Yeah, you drill a hole and there's 2 bolts, right, Matt?
Yeah, there's just 2 holes. But the Hogworks actually comes with a backrest, but
I was talking OEM. Yeah, don't come with backrest. It's
not terribly impressive, so it's definitely worth replacing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. Okay, yeah. Definitely, especially for a passenger. Yeah, with that wraparound. So yeah, another great question there. We've already talked about the butt buffer seat cushion, and you want to talk about these Lurch number 11?
Well, the Cero twin rail highway pegs, those are the ones that you are using right now. They are biker tested, biker approved, but they give you the ability to stretch out and put your feet in different positions. That does a lot, not just for your legs, but also your butt. You know, the more you can move around and just get in some different positions, it'll make that long day of riding so much more comfortable.
Yep. Those are just a great all-around twin rail highway pegs. And you can get them with they come in a kit with the clevis and all that. And so you can adjust them in, out, up, down, rotate them. Really, there's just a plethora of adjustments that you can do. And they're a great look. So I highly recommend those. Metzler Cruise Tech tires. So I was testing those. We do sell those in the Law Abiding Biker store. We've already sold some sets. And guys have been using those for a lot of years. I finally got around to testing them. They're a direct replacement for the Dunlop OEM. And I'm going to do a full review video on it, giving my thoughts. So you're the first to hear this. I will give some very brief thoughts because we're doing multiple products in this episode. I'm in love with them. We rode in 4 days of heavy rain. I really like how they feel. They're a stickier tire. I know guys, trustworthy guys, Bob Dawson being one of them, who's a patron member. And he's, if you guys don't remember, he painted the studio here we're in for free. And
Picasso.
And we've hired him a lot since.
Yeah.
He's done a shitload of work at the Law Abiding Biker store. In fact, in October, he's tearing out more shit and doing more stuff for us. So, but he's running for years and he's getting the same mileage, around the same, comparable to the OEM. I love the OEM Dunlops too. Don't get me wrong. I did a video on them. I rode them on my police motorcycle forever. So they're not a bad tire. I don't like being beholden to the Harley Davidson and having to buy my shit directly through them because it's some stamped Dunlop tire for them. I like to buy aftermarket stuff. And of course I run an aftermarket part store. So that would probably be why. But the Metzler Cruise Tech tires, we can get them for you. They are a great sticky tire. They held well in the rain. I actually tried to get them to break. I love how they set into corners. Again, I'm going to do a full video on this to give deeper thoughts, but I like how they held corners even better than the OEM Dunlops. Not that I can't ride just as fast. It's the way they felt. And once I set in, there wasn't a lot of adjustment and they hold their line really, really well and feel really stable in that line. So that's just a little bit of an overview, but they're a good looking tire. I won't be getting OEM Dunlops anymore. I'm going to definitely, I'll be testing other tires because that's what I do. But for right now, absolutely my go-to is the Metzler Cruise Tech tires. I want a nice sticky tire. I corner really hard. I want them to hold. I did low speed maneuvers with them. No issues there. It was a hot day. I was running tar snakes while doing drills and it held really well. So the Metzler Cruise Tech tires, can't recommend them enough. Available in our store, of course. Lurch, talk about this a little bit.
Oh, this is a game changer. I'm telling you.
You can jump into Popeye wherever you want, but
the Figurati engine oil dipstick and transmission dipstick. This is not snake oil by any means. This is a really cool product. Not only is it attractive, it replaces your engine oil dipstick and your transmission dipstick. Instead of just having the OEM plastic, ugly looking thing, you've got this beautiful top on there, and you can have a knurled pattern. You can have what they call a curved pattern, different colors. It's a cool way to make your bike look better, but the functionality of it is the dipstick has a magnet in it. Is it 2,000 gauss, I believe, Ryan?
Yeah, 2,000 gauss.
2,000 gauss strength. Your plugs, on the other hand, that are in the bottom of your engine and transmission only have 100 gauss. So this thing is grabbing all the metal debris in your oil, in your transmission, and your engine oil. The engine has a filter, but it still lets small pieces through. This grabs all that stuff. Your transmission has no filter, grabs all that stuff. It's amazing. Just in the short distance, when we first got one, we threw it in my bike. I ran from the studio out here, then to home, and then down to the studio. So maybe 50 miles, and we pulled it, and there was already fine metal debris on there. So it gets all that nasty stuff out of there. It's got to make your engine last longer.
Yep.
Your transmission last longer. Get that fine crap out of there and look cool doing it.
There you go.
That's a big one. They do look cool. I think it's a nice addition for those of you guys who like to trick out your bikes a little bit. Put that on there. It does. It just kind of pops, especially with the different colors that you can get depending on what color your bike is or what you want to add, obviously. It comes in different colors, and it does. It's a lot more appealing than the regular stock black one that's on there, right? Plastic piece.
And what's cool about the transmission dipstick in particular is you have to use a hex key to get that thing
big
out.
old hex one.
Yeah, it's big. It's a quarter inch or larger. I can't remember what size it is. But you no longer need that. If you replace it with the Figurati transmission dipstick, you now have a cap that you can grab with your hand and turn and check anytime you want.
Yep. We sell the hell out of those things. Again, go look at those reviews over on the store. Figurati magnetic engine and transmission dipstick. Amazing product.
Is that the dude's last name or something?
No.
Okay.
Nope. He told me at one time, I forget what that name was from. I think I asked him, but I can't remember now.
Yeah, it's Italian. I looked it up at one point. I'll
sounded Italian.
Yeah. Figurati.
Fragile.
All right.
It's on his website.
Like fragile.
Let's talk about Wilbur's LDC Nevomat self-leveling suspension, guys. I've talked about this. You need to go to this listing. We sell the hell out of this. The reviews are amazing. Yes, it's a big investment. I submit for touring, it's the number one thing you should do with your new touring bike before you get any other product is put Wilbur's LDC Nevomat self-leveling suspension. It's like riding a sofa down the road without floaty. It is, in my opinion, the best suspension for a touring application at this time. German engineered. It is custom for you, tuned. When you order from our store, we'll send you an email. We'll ask you for some specifics, weights, and how you ride mostly, and luggage. And then it's going to be tuned for you. It's going to be on your doorstep in about 7 days. It's an easy install. We have a free video at the bottom of the listing. You'll be able to do it in your own very own shop or garage. You'll set the sag. We show you how to do that one time and you're done. And so as you have passengers on and off or luggage, with the stock system or any other suspension, they're the only ones doing the self-leveling, and it really, really works. You got to get your spanner wrench out, or some of them have knobs. Take your saddlebag off. You got to click it because now you have 100 pounds less, or it's a pain in the ass. This levels for you with a very short distance of riding. It figures out, it realizes the discrepancy, and it self-auto adjusts and levels. And the bottoming out was amazing. So I'm just going to tell you guys, we were riding 17 miles one way into this glacier, and I was riding next to Popeye. And in fact, I noted it on my GoPro or whatever, Action Cam Osmo. And you could literally and Cowboy too. There's rear suspension. You can hear it when it hits the stoppers. I know because my police bike, I hit that stopper all the time. You guys were hitting your stoppers on your suspension, and not once on that road did I ever bottom out on the Wilbur suspension. It is
bottomed out later though.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable suspension. Where did I bottom out at?
At the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm totally missing it.
You were a bottom. He's saying later on you bottomed out.
We'll explain it to you later.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I was trying to make the connection. Then I was like, did I forget about an incident? I see what you're saying.
Probably.
Okay. All right.
You're pretty intoxicated. You probably forgot.
I wanted to forget. I drank more after that. But yeah, absolutely amazing suspension, and Lurch had it on too. And that off-road ride was like butter for us compared to the other riders. You could see them. I saw guys get thrown out. In fact, you too. I saw you get bucked out of your seat once. Same with Daryl. That's just stock suspension. It sucks. It's not great on any, most bikes, even dirt bikes. We sometimes change suspension. Our adventure bike, we change suspension. It's just depending on what kind of riding you're going to do. And if you go down that video, you see me jumping speed bumps. And still to this day, I don't gawk at a lot of stuff. That is the one thing I will gawk at. Like, I can't recommend it enough. And I know it's an investment, but it's right there with some of the other suspensions. And I say, again, for a touring application, and now we have it for Softail models too, for the lowrider STs. I can't recommend it enough, guys. You just have to ride it. We told somebody the other day, some guys call us and we email and we're like, I'm trying my best to put it in words for you, bro. But all I'm saying is we have sold so much of them. We have never had anybody say, I don't like this. Seriously, I would tell you, like, even if we had one person, everybody's just like, unfucking believable. I get what you were saying. Now when they email us, like, we get it.
I'm gonna have to jump on your bike and try it out.
Yeah, you do.
Just to try, because I do have aftermarket on mine.
Yeah.
But just the way that you guys have talked about how awesome they are. Like I'm gonna have to try it out one of these days just to see it. I probably, even if I like it, I probably won't put it on this bike because I'll be getting rid of this bike in the next couple of years. So the next new one I buy, I'll probably upgrade to that.
Yep, makes sense.
It's firm but compliant.
The rebound's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's smooth. God.
Smooth rebound, not floaty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know how it handles the roads like that. I was amazed.
German voodoo magic. Shit.
Yeah, me and Lurch aim for tracks, and that we were talking about the other day. I literally aim for manhole covers. You know, all other Harleys are going around them. When I'm riding with people, they go out. I try to hit them just because I giggle every time. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even have to stand up. It's just great. All right, so luggage and packing solutions. The Saddleman Sport trunk bag, rack bag. I won't do a lot on that. I did do a video on it. Unfortunately, when you go to that listing, I have another recommendation for you. In fact, let me hit it because after I did this video in this bag and I love it so much, Saddleman discontinued it.
Bastards.
It was the FTB 3300 Sport trunk bag. We don't have any. Saddleman doesn't. Nobody has any. The wholesalers don't. They're done. So if you go to that listing, you'll see, unfortunately, I talk about discontinued. And then I recommend the Saddleman TR33 3300 DE Deluxe rack bag, which is a trunk rack bag. And it's a great bag too. We have it in the store. I actually have several of them sitting in our store right now. I will do a full video on this showing the different compartments and stuff at some point. But anyways, if you're bummed out about that, we do have the replacement. And again, the link, if you go to the original bag, it's going to send you to that bag. Get back to where I was. There it is. Rick Rack. Yeah, do you talk about this because you've run this for years?
Yeah, I've been running this for a lot of years. The Rick Rack Tour Pack bag, the trunk, the travel bag, bolts are on and off your bike. Super quick. You can have it on, what do you time it in? Like 15 seconds or something like that?
I did it in 10 at my best, yeah.
Yeah, getting off at, get out of your hotel, just unscrews from the bike, couple little wing nut things that are on it, pops right off. Super good, holds up extremely well, never had an issue with them. The recommendation I would make, get the one with the wheels.
Yes.
Some of you guys have probably heard me tell a story about lugging my old one without wheels through Caesar's Palace in Vegas. And it was hot outside, and I was carrying that and another bag that I did not have wheels on or straps on or anything. Basically, I had to carry it in. It's my old Harley bag that fits over the backrest of your and sits either on your luggage rack or on your passenger seat. And so I was having to carry both those. And man, I was sweating my ass off, hot outside. So recommendation on luggage, yeah, the Rick Rack, obviously, get the one with the wheels. Super nice for if you got a little bit of a walk into a hotel or something like that. Even if you don't have much of a walk, it's just nice to wheel the thing in. And then another one that I went with was like a backpack style. I think you run the same is on some of your stuff is you have like a backpack on there, so you don't have to carry that stuff.
Oh yeah, my film pack.
Yeah. So just so you can throw it up over your shoulders, make it nice and easy when you're walking in and out of your destination at your hotel.
Yep, good call. Yep, the Rick Rack strapless motorcycle luggage system, like he says, on and off in 10 seconds. It just secures to your luggage rack. It's a quick detach system, and also we have it for the top of your trunk if you have a Tour Pack OEM Tour Pack or the aftermarkets, as long as it's the similar to the OEM trunk luggage rack. It's same. Quick on off, gives you a whole bunch more storage, and like he says, slider handle, wheels, just super easy. I ran it for years, love it. Then I got a trunk, and I had to change some things because of film gear and stuff, but yeah, I still have it up in there. If I ever didn't want to run the trunk and just run that, I traveled cross country with it for years. Great system, and we sell the heck out of those things too. So let's talk riding footwear real quick. I was rocking my beloved Icon Stormhawk boots this year. And
I was not.
You were not. These guys might have a little something to say about that. I was the only one. They are completely waterproof. They're an amazing boot. I did a video on it. Please go to the store, look at them. They're from Icon. BOA lacing system, super good looking, multiple different colors, lug soles, tons of protection, ankle protection. They're a really good stiffness, especially once you get them broke in. We did some hiking in them. We ran in like we said, rode in 4 days of on and off rain, pretty heavy, really heavy rain at times. And I was the only one on the trip that I talked to everybody, right? That had completely dry feet the entire time. They're high enough with the rain gutters, and my pants went over them in the rain. I just bone dry socks every night. And I'll tell these the rest of the guys, what did you guys have to do each night after rain? Tell this little system.
This is a good little hack.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good little hack. We'd get into the hotel and like I said, hard rain after every doggone day for like 4 days in a row. And so we'd get in and immediately go to the hairdryer in the hotel room, shove the hairdryer into the boots and start drying them out, leave it in there for like an hour, sitting there running. And
this was the system every night.
Oh, it was. Yeah, like a clown car moving them around. But yep, got to move that hairdryer around in the boots to dry them out.
I don't know about your room, but I can tell you mine. After we came back and that thing had been running for a while, did not smell good.
No,
because it kicks all that foot odor out there. Yeah,
it smelled like wet, damp feet and everybody, dude.
Yeah, and I had our Icon Patrol 3 boots on, which I love. They're a great boot. And this may not necessarily be as big an issue with the boot as it was my pants. My pants kept riding up. But you mentioned the Icon Stormhawks are taller, so the rain gutter goes up much higher. On the Patrol 3s that I had on, it's a lower rain gutter, so eventually the water would go up the gutters and then hit my sock. And once it hits the sock, it just starts soaking it all the way down inside the shoe. Yeah.
Once it gets over there. The shoes are completely waterproof. Yes. But yeah, if you ever that's an issue. Any boot, if it gets over your gutters, then it's going to start going down into your and some of the guys, it was I think it was an eye opener for a lot of guys. Like sometimes we hit like a day of rain, here and there, and you get a little wet and it dries out. But sustained day-to-day rain, I think a lot of the guys were like, I should.
And then what sucked is like, we're going to get through the day without any rain. The last hour and a half or something, just absolutely dumping on me.
Yeah, not a little drizzle. It came down hard.
Yeah,
just soaked us.
And I don't know what I was thinking. I brought an old pair of Solomons that I knew leaked. And I'm like,
at least you admit it.
Yeah, it's July. I don't, why would I need waterproof boots in July?
Yeah.
So that's one of those things I always tell guys and didn't listen to myself is don't dress for the weather now.
Yeah.
Dress or bring shit for what it could be like, right? Because I do have a pair of boots that are waterproof and it would have been a hell of a lot better than what I was wearing. Like an idiot. I bring an old shitty pair that I know leak.
Hey, at least he's honest. I like that. We all do stuff like that. Sometimes afterwards you're like, what was I thinking? Apparently I wasn't.
Why didn't I bring my heated coat? We're riding up over the mountain.
Yeah, we're just going to Death Valley. Why do I need a heated
That was
coat?
A reference to Lurch.
I almost hypothermic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Icon Stormhawk boots, long distance tours, I can't recommend them enough. Especially if you're going to do some hiking and walking. They're just an all around amazing. If you're in the area, we do have them to try on. But nonetheless, if you do order from our store and you don't take the tags off and you don't walk outside them, you're like, I want a little bit bigger size. Of course, we can do an exchange for you on that. We've got that system in place, but they're pretty true to size. And watch the video. I'll go over the features of them. I love the BOA lacing system each morning, on and off. Just it's so easy to get your boots on and off. No laces, just the BOA system, pretty slick. So let's talk about some tools, and we're doing good, but we'll cruise through this. Cruise Tools RTH3 Emergency Toolkit. Of course, we've used them, I think, every trip at some point, whether it's a loose highway peg or just little shit sometimes, down to air cleaner that came off Oscar's bike that we had to do. Why would you want to delay your trip? I talked about it up front. For a simple roadside emergency repair, the RTH3, we move the hell out of those. Lifetime warranty, super high quality. Go to the video. I talk about competitor kits that are made out of real cheap metals compared to those and no lifetime warranty. These are really solid kits, and you break one, it's going to be replaced. They've been selling them for a long time. That's for the Harley, very specific to the Harley. And then we've got our Indian one, and we've got a metric one if you're riding some other metric or an Indian that will have the tools more specific to your bike. So we've got different models, but the RTH3 specifically is for the Harley Davidson.
Even for the Pan America.
Yeah, we have one for the Pan America too. Yep, good call.
Used that thing a bunch. I mean, we've adjusted handlebars on it. We've adjusted clutches.
We've taken full fairings off.
Yeah, exactly. And we've done a lot with that little kit. Like you were saying, almost every trip we got something that we got to do.
Yep. That would suck. It would just literally delay us. And plus you got to pay a dealership then to do some stupid little thing that if you just had decent tools and it's easier than putting your own together because you have the right shit and kind of what you need basically, if you're not going to tear a motor down. But anyways, we also add our beloved Superfire, why is that? TOS. That's not correct, Lurch.
T3?
No.
THO4.
THO4. Somehow the 04 didn't get it. I knew there was a number. It's THO4S flashlight. We add that. It's we've sold the heck out of those things. They're really good. It can be used as a headlamp or a standalone. It's got a magnet. It's got different light modes. It's got a swivel head, like everything you could want in a very affordable LED flashlight, rechargeable battery, USB-C. It's just, we looked at a lot of flashlights. This was the one. And there's a lot of knockoffs online, seriously. And there's other THO4s, but they're not the S. The S has all the extra features and things you want. So you get it from us, guaranteed, you're getting the right one. Be careful about the knockoffs online. We add the Cruise Tools Outbacker multi-tool to the kit. We roll it up in. These are just a few extra things we roll up in that same kit to add to it. And the multi-tool just has some more torques and stuff. And, a fold out like that gives you a little more leverage than just an L handle. And so if you really have a tight one, you can use that leverage. And so we like to put that, and we know all about tight ones. Cruise Tools, folding torques, and Mexi Holt Hex multi-tool. That's another one we add. I actually just put that in my saddlebag, and it's even bigger, and it's got some hex heads and some torques, and you can really get leverage when you're going to do some bigger stuff with that. And so I add that too. Again, links to all this in the show notes. Cruise Tools, Tire Pro dial tire gauge. We have a little small digital one if you want. This one's an actual analog I like because it never needs batteries and it's always going to work. It's a little bit bigger. Sell the hell out of those. So have a tire gauge, especially if it was throwing a warning at me up on my infotainment control unit that it was low, and I was able to just check it one morning real quick and go, it's only 2 pounds. Those in car systems are okay, but they're not always completely accurate. So I like to have that. And then of course, if you top off, if you do need to top off, you kind of know where you're at. Cruise Tools, the Stop and Go pocket tire plugger kit. I talked about that earlier. We sell that. That way you get a hole, you can plug it. It's got some CO2 canisters, and you could get enough air at least in there. And we also sell a Stop and Go pump, a very small, very compact little case where you could plug into your 12 volt and literally air your tire up if you didn't want to use the little quick cartridges and you wanted to actually top it off to the actual pressure. And maybe you had a slow leak, you could each morning, air it up. That's a cool thing. A lot of the guys carry that too. Our Ride Power Jump Starter Kit. We talked about, that was the last episode. Unfortunately, they stopped producing. It's one of our favorite kits. We've sold it for years. We've got some left. If you're listening to this episode and there's any left, use the code JUMPME, all one word, JUMPME at checkout for 10% off. When those are gone, they're gone. But in that listing, we have a new, do you remember what it's called, Lurch? The BS.
It's the BS. Yeah.
It's battery saver. I forget, but we've sourced a new kit to replace it. And if you go to Ride Power and it's out, there'll be a link there to jump to our new recommended small. It's very much the same, has a lot of the same features, definitely the same size. I like the actual case for it a little bit better. But that would be our new recommendation. But if you want a good deal on the Ride Power, you want to get your hands on one of those before they're completely gone in the wild. We're the only ones left with them, and you can grab one.
Yeah, it's the BS battery PB002 booster jump box.
And like Popeye said, we've not only fixed bikes with the toolkits, we've jump started bikes, including mine. And that would have really delayed our trip, having to wait for tow truck or something to try to jump start us. So, the Lurch, you want to talk about the next one? Law-abiding biker motorcycle first aid kit.
Yes.
Just got a bunch of more of those in today.
Yeah, we just got 100 more of those bad boys in. It's a perfect size first aid kit. It doesn't have any of the bullshit you don't need. Some of those batteries, sorry, I'm looking at a battery on my screen. Some of those first aid kits, they'll say they have 300 items. Well, they're counting, 20 Tylenol and
shit you don't need.
60 little tiny butterfly bandages. So this is a 4x8 Molly bag that has just the essentials that you need, but it also has a tourniquet. So we sourced this to make sure that it had everything that you need, nothing that you don't, but also thinking about space. That saddlebag space is important, so it doesn't take up a shit ton of space in your bag. Yep,
and it's the right one when it has the law-abiding biker tag right affixed to it. We really sourced this and made sure it was right for a motorcycle environment, and again, space and all that, and it's super high quality. And again, go look at the reviews of those. Guys are loving those things, and we kept it. We wanted to keep it affordable too. in a good price point, because we want guys having them. You start getting crazy, they get expensive and it's too much. And so we spent a lot of time, and we're very proud of that kit. We've been selling them for several years now, and the guys love them. So never had a complaint on those things. Super important. You get yourself a good, good tourniquet. Like you're saying, you got one of those in there. Sometimes guys are gonna be out in the middle of nowhere, and you get in a bad spot. One of your buddies goes down or something and really tears something up. Make sure you know how to use that. They'll be a lifesaver. Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Of course, we definitely it was cold a lot of mornings, and we had gear on and off, whether that be rain gear or heated gear, or gerbing, heated jacket liners. We've got pants, gloves, whatever you want. We love gerbing. Go to those videos on our gerbing. I actually reviewed, as a police motorcycle officer, a lot over the years of cheap shit. I tried, some of the cheap Amazon bullshit and knockoff shit daily. And so I put it to the test, and a lot of it burned out. The batteries didn't work. It had all kinds of weird issues. We settled on gerbing because it is the best. They're a leader in the industry. It's what we sell in the law-abiding biker store. Our other one we sell is First Gear. I did use that for years. It would be second to gerbing in my opinion. But we do sell that too. I trusted enough to sell it. I did use it for years, but we love the gerbing. We've got a full array of gerbing. You guys, everybody sitting here knows the
gotta have a heated jacket. Yeah,
I don't know how to say that.
It'll extend your riding season, but it'll also, even those cold mornings, maybe you're riding up over the mountain somewhere, and you get into unexpected cold spell come through or something. And even when I'm going somewhere and the weather forecast says it's going to be 80 degrees the whole time, my heated jacket goes with me, just because, like I said, things can change, right? And you don't always know, and there may be some pass that you didn't even expect and get in some cold spot or something. And I always throw it in there. And like I said, you may as well be comfortable in your ride, right?
Yep. Be prepared for everything. Yep. Absolutely. That's the key.
We have battery options as well.
Dear truth.
And those are nice because you can use them in other sports, or, sitting on the sideline watching your kids play sports. But mine came and went out of my saddlebag because I use it for other things. After freezing my ass off going down to Death Valley, I made the decision to get a 12-volt plug-in jacket, and now it stays in my saddlebag all the time. I don't take it out.
Nope, exactly.
Won't be caught without it.
Yeah, why? Yeah, exactly. My beloved Alpine Stars ST72L, I think that's backwards too. Anyways, ST72, it is the ST72L Gore-Tex jacket. This is one of the best jackets that you can get. And yes, it's expensive, as any high-end touring jacket and pants are. It is feature rich. It is Gore-Tex. I wore it bone dry through the cold that morning. It's 40, it's raining. This thing will keep you, it's Gore-Tex. It says the name says it alone. I'm not going to get into it. You need to watch the video on that if you want one in my opinion, I've tested a lot of touring jackets, high-end. And this is definitely high end, and I get it, but it's going to last you, 10 years plus, depending on how much riding you do. It's like a good snowboard jacket, or a good hunting jacket. They're going to last you for years. Invest in it, and you'll be happy, dry. It's got lots of vents. Go watch the video. I break down all the features on that. And then, of course, a good base layer, which was the Alpine Stars Purpose Mid-Layer Jacket. And if I click on that, we're discontinuing those, but we've got a lot left if you want to buy one. But we're also brought in the new Alpine Stars Tech Layer Top Jacket. Again, Lurch will have a heyday putting all these links in to everything. He can kind of use my article, but you'll have to put the new one. The new Alpine Stars Tech Layer Jacket.
I love it when you do a video and you do all the show notes, and then we do a podcast later on it.
Kind of copy
from a lot of your all your stuff. It makes it easier for me.
So that is a good, that mid-layer jacket, which I did use too, especially if it's not heated jacket time, but you just want a little bit. And also you can wear it standalone. You don't have to pack so much stuff in your luggage because this is always with me, and I can wear it to a restaurant or anything like that. I like putting it under my Alpine Stars Troop Air jacket, which go watch that video without going down a rabbit hole there. I've said it before and I say it in that video. I've done it in the past is if you're riding in a t-shirt in hot weather because you think it's the coolest, it's not. And cotton sucks, and you're wicking all the moisture out of you, and you're not retaining any moisture, and you're not getting technically as much airflow as you would get with a jacket that actually was engineered with airflow technology in it. Of course, as soon as you move, that's the key, is you're moving and you're taking full advantage of that. Plus you have slide protection. plus you're retaining your moisture, all those things, plus elbow armor and back armor. And it's an amazing jacket. I did a full review video on it. It's the Alpine Stars Troop Air jacket. Yes, I wear it in triple digits. We could go down a rabbit hole there. I live in Arizona. Yeah, it gets triple digits here too. Okay, I get it. And yes, I've worn it. And everybody thinks it's hotter where they are for some reason. We are the hottest. Jesus. Okay, all right. Yeah, we get really we get really fucking hot here and really fucking cold. We live in the high desert.
And you wore a version of this on our trip when we're down in Georgia and Florida, and it was hot and muggy.
Muggy. Yep. As soon as you move, that's the key.
Yep.
Obviously, at service stations, take it off just like you would any jacket, but as soon as you get on the bike and you start moving it's unbelievable, the airflow technology, how they do that to make it. T-shirt has none of that. It makes it wrap around you properly and vents, and it's quite amazing, the technology that's built into these.
You've turned Oscar. He's wearing his.
Yeah, he is. Oscar's all the time. And he was the same way. On that review, I put him on there. He goes, I didn't believe you last year. You know what I mean? He did. No. And I got him on video. I didn't even ask him what to say. We didn't script it. I just went back. I was doing the review, but I go, tell me what you think about this jacket. He's like, I finally did it. I believe you now. He goes, I didn't quite believe it at first, but I wore it. I've wore it in a triple digits around here riding. And he goes, I wear it every day now. I get it.
Wears a full face most of the time.
Yep,
even
full
now.
face.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I know, dude. No doubt, dude. We already did the Icon Storm boots. We got it there twice. I guess that made 34.
That good.
It's that good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's that good. It made the list twice. Anything else, you guys? Anything else I missed? I mean, we were carrying a lot more stuff than this, guys, and I was wearing a lot more stuff than this. Jeans, I mean, we didn't put those in there. You'll have to put those in there. My Alpine Stars copper V3 jeans. They've got slide protection. They've got Kevlar in them, or I can't remember if they have Kevlar or Dyneema. Anyway, it's Dyneema. You can go to the listing. I did a review on those jeans. I had multiple pairs of them, black and blue. They're one of the most comfortable protective riding jeans, seriously, that I've ever worn. I love those things. And they've got the knee armor in them, and it's really soft armor. So I didn't have to take it out. Some jeans, it rubs if you're going to do a lot of walking. This is not. It's pretty thin armor, and they're just the stitching, the quality, the way they look, the way they fit around my boots. Amazing jeans but I already did a review on them, so I wasn't going to put it in here. But that was my jeans I was wearing the whole trip.
Yeah, right. We're waiting for another run of some of this stuff. So if you order and it might be back ordered for a little bit, we'll keep it on back order for you unless you decide you don't want to. But you'll be the first ones to get the new stuff coming out. So just bear with us if you buy it and we get a hold of you and let you know there's a little bit of a back order.
Yep.
That'll eventually go away. We're expecting stuff in next month, October. So hopefully that will solve itself. That problem will solve itself.
Yep. It's stuff. Sometimes we sell so much of it, it comes and go. I mean, it's just the way it is. Stock companies only make so much of it. So, but we have if it does show out of stock, we have the out of stock notifications. In the store, you can sign up, and the instant Matt hits the button that it's back in stock when we have it on our shelves, you'll be the first to notified with a link directly through to make the order before it runs out again. Because stuff does come and go. Now, we would love to have you as a patron member. We want to get to know you better. We want to give you benefits. But hey, if the only way you want to support us is through a flat donation, we never balk at a flat donation. I want to thank the following people for leaving donations.
Michael McCary of Elk, Washington, right here in our home state. Ricky Knight of Bradenton, Florida. Gary Dean of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Thank you for your donations.
lawabidingbiker.com/donate. That's /donate, or the homepage of the lawabidingbiker.com. There's a donate button. And we do really appreciate it. It helps put a little fuel in the Law Abiding Biker gas tank,
so we can keep this bitch moving on down the road.
There you go, guys. Yeah, thank you for all those flat donation. It definitely, all the different ways, help support us, shopping in the store, all that kind of stuff. So we can continue doing what we're doing and putting out these podcast episodes and helping you all out. So, overall, there you go. A lot of equipment we went over.
Go get it all.
Go get it all. And Popeye says, get the butt buffer. I was glad to have him in here, and appreciate having you coming down here and having you on the episode, brother.
Hey, good to get out of the smoke for a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. No doubt. Luckily, a lot of our smoke blew out yesterday. We're capturing it from we have like 4 fires, nothing like the big ones there, but it's been fairly smoky. I went hiking this morning, and up on the ridge, and I had gone Monday morning, and it was super socked in, and I was like, I could taste it going up the, you know what I mean? Yeah. So tonight I went this morning, and I was like, fuck, this is nice. It was nice and a lot fresher air, and I could actually see more of the city, because I get up over Sela and I can see all of Yakima and all of Sela, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, nice that the smoke cleared out again. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And we've got, that was 1 down. This is number 2 down. And then we're going to, here at 3, we're going to be doing a live video broadcast and chat for our beloved mid-level and above patron members. So if that's something you want to explore, go get signed up over on lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon. We'd love to have you in there. We have a lot of good, fun stuff. A lot of sidetracking that goes on.
Yeah. Never.
A lot of sidetracking in the patron member only.
It's almost like having everybody here, I guess several more people podcasting, because they're in there making comments, and it just adds a little bit to those. You know what I mean? Having the patron community in there commenting.
Yeah. And you got a lot of different guys with different experiences that can pipe in, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. We haven't said this in a while. If you guys haven't got signed up for the Law Abiding Biker email club, it's the free email club. It's over at lawabidingbiker.com/email club. And basically what we send you is when we put out articles, when we put out new videos, all that kind of stuff, we simply shoot you an email so you don't miss stuff. Easy way to get over there and get signed up. lawabidingbiker.com/email club. Take you a couple seconds. It's free and no hassle over there. If you don't want to miss stuff that we are putting out. Don't forget social media, guys. We're all over the place. youtube.com/Ryan Urlacher, or you can Google search Law Abiding Biker YouTube channel and come up with the same thing. We're over on Facebook, Law Abiding Biker. Instagram, we've blown it up over there. We do a lot of fun stuff over on Instagram. We do some reels and a lot of posts, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. That's at Law Abiding Biker. We'd love to have you over there. X, of course, x.com at Law Abiding Biker. And then we already mentioned, patreon.com/Law Abiding Biker is another way to get over there. Get over there, follow us, leave some comments. We have a lot of fun over there. A lot of shorter stuff rather than the long form stuff, mostly that we do on YouTube. Get over and watch a documentary, most of all.
Hell yeah.
And like it, share it, give us super thanks, all that stuff, guys. Keep pushing so we can see if spur me to do episode 2.
Well, you got to get him to do episode 2.
Please, selfishly, Popeye and I would like it to happen. So
I know. Everybody would. I already get guys on YouTube, they're commenting, oh, God, that was so awesome. Some guys are like, I watch it 3 times. Dude, that was so deep. I love it. I can't wait to episode 2. And I'm like, yeah.
I'm ready for episode 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
You get a whole trip through.
No, I get it. I totally get it. Thanks for listening, guys. We love y'all. Ride safe.